the next question. Show that root 2 is irrational. Okay, to prove root 2 is irrational, we will use a technique known as proof by contradiction. What is? Proof by contradiction. What is proof by contradiction? Suppose if it is a rational, if it is, root 2 is irrational number, that we know. But we will assume that root 2 is rational. That means just reverse of that number. Root 2 is irrational, we know that. But we should think that it is a rational number. So by proving that, last we will get that our proof is wrong, so it is irrational. This technique is known as proof by contradiction. Okay, let us see what is it. So, let us assume root 2 is rational number. Right. Okay, we know that all the rational numbers can be written in the form of p by q, where p and q are integers. And in the lowest term, p and q are co-prime also. So we are taking root 2 is equal to a by b or p by q or something, where a and b are co-prime numbers. That means it is in the lowest term. A and B are co-prime. Okay. Now by cross multiplication we will get it as root 2b is equal to a. Right. And squaring on both sides. What we will get? Squaring on both sides, we will get that 2b square is equal to a square. If 2b square is equal to a square, otherwise, if a square is equal to 2b square, that means 2 into b square, can we say that 2 is a factor of a square? Or can we say that 2 divides a square? Just like if 3 square is equal to 2 into 6 square is equal to 2 into 3 into 3 into 2 or 2 square into 3 square. Can we say that 2 divides 6 square? Right. So same way, and 3 divides 6 square. So here we can say that a square is equal to 2b square or 2b square is equal to a square means 2 divides a square. B square also divides a square, but we don't want that one, we want this fact. 2 divides a square. So from this we can say 2 divides a square. Right, 2 divides a square. According to the theorem, what we learned? If let p be a prime number and p divides a square, and then p divides a also, no? So here 2 is a prime number and 2 divides a square, then we can say that 2 also divides a. So according to theorem, you can write the theorem here. Okay, in my previous video I explained the theorem. You can read the theorem here. But it's a theorem, if p divides a square, then p divides a also. Okay, for more understanding, watch my previous video. Okay, 2 divides a square. So we can say that what is a is equal to 2 into, did not count it from this, we can say that 2 divides a square. So 2 divides a also, right? also according to the theorem, right? Theorem and write this. Okay. So, if 2 divides A, let us assume that A is equal to 2 divides. So, 2 into any other number, any other integer. We don't know that integer. So, let us take that integer as 2C. Okay, right. Squaring on both sides. Squaring. What we will get? A square is equal to 2C. 2C whole square. That means we will get 4C square. Right. So, let us take this one as equation number 1 and this as equation number 2. Okay. So, from 1 and 2. From 1 and 2. From equation, you should write from. From 1 and 2, here A square is equal to 2B square. Here A square is equal to 4C square. So, let us equate 2B square equal to 4C square. B square equal to 4C square. Right. So, here 2 can be cancelled. So, it will become 2 times. B square is equal to 2C square. So, from this what did you get? B square is equal to 2C square. That means 2 is a factor of B square. Otherwise, 2 divides B square. 2 divides B square. Again the same way. See here you see. From this we can say that 2 divides A square. When 2 divides A square according to 0 what will be right? 2 divides A. So same thing you follow here. B square is equal to 2C square. That means B square 2 divides B square. So if 2 divides B square, we are sure that B square, B also divided by 2. B also divisible by 2. Right. Actually B square is divisible by C. You will be confused that why you are saying only about 2. Okay, we want a prime number. That's why we are talking only about 2. We want a common number that divides both. Actually B square is divisible by C square also. No need of discussing about this part at all. So see here. So B square 2 divides B square. So according to theorem, here the same fact. Here how did we write? Here also you have to write in that way. So B 2 divides B. Alright. See 2 divides B. Here what did we get? 2 divides A. See 2 divides A, 2 divides B. Actually, so A and B are having a common factor 2. But what was our assumption? A and B, where A, B are co-prime. That means A and B are having no common factors. But according to the contradiction technique, we got that 2 divides A, 2 divides B. That means B and A, that is these two, A and B, are having a common factor 2. Is it possible for co-prime numbers? We have taken in the lowest term and also told that this relatively prime or co-prime numbers A and B are having no common factor at all except 1. But here according to this one we got the 2 as a common factor. So we can say that this is contradiction to our assumption. This is contradiction to our assumption. What is our assumption? A and B are co-prime numbers. So, we proved that according to contradiction, A and B cannot have, it is saying that it is 2 is a common factor, but that is just against to our assumption. So we proved that root 2 is irrational. Therefore, root 2 is irrational. Did you understand? Because here our assumption is root 2 is equal to a by b, and a and b are co-prime numbers. That means they are not having any common factor. But when we proved, we got that a and b are having common factors. Is it possible? By taking that no common factor and coming last there is common factor. Is it any possible? No possibility. That means according to this one, since our assumption is wrong, okay, since our assumption is wrong, that how we have proved? By the technique of contradiction. So we can say that root 2 is irrational. Any root 3, root 5, all the rational numbers we can prove in this way. Okay.